Good afternoon, car lovers. This is Mark from Porsches with Mark. It's been a while since I did a video about how I was going to spec my car. Now that the car is actually here, I just wanted to go over what I did and how it actually came out. First things first, color of the car is chalk. Now it looks slightly different. This is due to the fact that I have gone with a full stealth PPF wrap on the entire car. A couple of things that still need to be retouched, but nothing too major. Starting at the front, you will see the PDLS Plus headlight. Now this gives me auto high beam, and these lights swivel into the corner, whether I'm going left or right. Really cool feature. Something I did do was the washer systems in the exterior color being chalk. Those, unfortunately for me, cannot be wrapped. Stuck with the normal bumper. I didn't go high gloss on that. I didn't think that was worth it, mainly because I wanted to keep a stealthier appearance on the entire car. Coming around to the side, what we'll see is the clear LED or Euro side marker. In the United States, you get them in amber. Small little touch, easy to fix, easy to change. Standard wheel. What I have done since gotten the car is I sent out the brake calipers and got those painted in orange to match the overall theme of the vehicle. Coming around the back, nothing too much to see on the car other than around here. So the roll hoops are also done in chalk. Now those are not wrapped just yet, simply because the curvature of those are a little too intricate to get done properly. They've tried twice so far. They were reconvening and seeing what they wanted to do. On the rear, I have badge deleted the car. Porsche's in black. I don't want to stand out in traffic. I want to blend in with everything. So if you don't know what you're looking at, you kind of don't know what car it is. I have opted to put a little bit of window tint film on the reflectors, again, to mesh in a little bit more. And then what you do see on the rear is my exhaust system, which is a JCR exhaust system. The tips are flat black, not the shiny black that you would find on the car as standard. Price and link to the exhaust down below. And I have a sound clip for you at the end. I love the exhaust. It really opens up the character of the car. That being said though, it does add some power and save me some weight as well. Going over to the interior of the car, and this is where I really went wild. As you can see on the door panel alone, we have deviated or extended deviated stitching, I should say, everywhere on the car. So normal deviated stitching would only give you this top line. The extended deviated stitching also gives you the line down here. Orange, why orange? It's my national color, and I really wanted to keep something of home here. Then this little end plate in suede is the dashboard trim package. Now you get this little side piece here, as well as a stitching line that runs all the way across just in front of the windshield, just above the sport chrono clock. I really think it's a cool little look. Other things to highlight in the door are the black brushed aluminum trim that goes on to the center as well, and the Burmester sound system. Really happy I went with that, as I'm an audiophile. Down below, we see personalized floor mats. Again, to stick with the theme of the car. So the Porsche is done in chalk, and then orange stitching to match the overall theme of the vehicle. 18-way seats. Again, we see the deviated stitching everywhere. Now in the center console, you will see that we have orange deviated stitching on the shifter. A really cool feature to have. Just something that most people overlook and just makes the car pop. I have a BFI shift knob. It is a little dirty right now. I will get this replaced in the near future. On the steering wheel, we furthermore have extended leather with deviated stitching. This also, again, to match orange. I've done that same approach for the back of the seat. Orange stitching. Super cool feature. I changed out the seat belts to orange examples. This to match, again, everything else in the car. We have the Porsche logo on the armrest, again in Alcantara or as Porsche calls it, Race-Tex. Fire extinguisher here for the passenger seat. It is a sports car, so just emphasizing those sporty features. And I use this car sort of as a show-off model, as to show what you can do with the car. There is navigation on the car, standard. Apple CarPlay is standard, or navigation I opted for. So I get the Porsche Connect, I get the track position app, which is really cool. I have 2-zone climate control, which is a standard feature on the GTS. Did I miss anything? GT Sport steering wheel standard on the car. Finally, the suede sun visors to get a little bit more suede in the car. There's still some small things I have planned here and there. Nothing too serious, but loving the car so far. So let's start her up and see how she sounds. So, driving impressions of the Boxster. Now, obviously, I've done a few of these and my general impression doesn't really change from one Boxster GTS to the next. That being said though, I do, like I said, I love the exhaust. It opens up the emotional note that I feel has definitely improved from the 2.5 liter GTS to the 6-cylinder. But now that we have this exhaust on it, it has bedded in quite significantly. It has given me a lot of perspective as to how this car I feel like should sound. If you want it to be quiet, it's quiet. You can be in 6th gear just going down the highway. It's not drony or annoying, but if you really want to just keep it in gear and rev it out, it screams at the top end, which is just great, especially under load. Slowly building up the revs, you'll start to hear more and more, and then around 4,500, 5,000 RPM, you hear the switch, the exhaust goes open, and then it just screams if you're on full throttle. Now, obviously, we're in a residential area, so I can't really do that, and I suggest you don't either. But the car is sharp. A mid-engine car like this will always have a dartier feel, as the lump sum of the weight is not just over the front wheels. So if you want to move left or right, or you need to make a quick change, the car is more than happy to do it and just switches position. It feels, now that I've had this car for a little bit longer, I've had a Cayman S before, it feels like this car just fits me as a glove. And it's hard to describe, but it genuinely, I think that this is the better car over the 911, especially now that you have cars like the Spider, the GT4 RS, the GT4. These cars, so the GTS 4.0 and both Cayman and the Boxster, you're, in terms of horsepower, are above that what the base Carrera offers. And in terms of speed, they're right there, whether you get the manual or the PDK. For those people that love the manuals, you cannot even get the base Carrera with a manual. For now, maybe the T will come with that, I'm not sure. But it is just such a great joy to drive this car, and the way you change gears, super precise. You don't have to think about anything. It just happens. And this car, dynamically speaking, is so much more capable than the 911 would be, that I think right now this is the car to get whilst you still can get it. Production is probably going to stop in a year, maybe 2 years, as Porsche is teasing more and more of what the electric car would sound like. And just look at the Mission R. Concepts are coming out. Going here over a bumpier section. Now I don't have the PASM active, but takes all the bumps, no big deal. Seats are comfortable. I've had this car on road trips with my wife where we are sitting in the car literally for 5 hours at an end, and it's just very comfortable to drive. So if you want to see the car in person, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to show it to you. If you want me to take a look at your build, see what you might have missed or should have do differently, or get my input, feel free to contact me as well. For now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do leave that like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video. Be well. Bye-bye.